Hey guys, today we're talking about the L'Oreal Revitalift Crystal Micro Essence. I have so much to say about this product, but I don't want this video to be super long, so let's start right away. Basically, L'Oreal has some major claims about this product, which are it penetrates up to 10 layers of skin. It gives brighter, radiant, and smoother skin, and then it plumps, repairs, boosts elasticity, and smoothens out wrinkles and fine lines. When L'Oreal says 10 layers of skin, they're basically referring to the 10 layers of the outermost sheet of our skin, which is also known as stratum corneum. I saw a lot of people make fun of L'Oreal saying, oh my god, skin does not even have 10 layers. Well, if you'll allow me a little bit to go into histology, I'd say skin broadly has three main layers, which are epidermis, dermis, and subcutis. These layers are further divided into multiple sublayers, and each of these sublayers further have layers of cells. By 10 layers, they're basically referring to the 10 layers of stratum corneum, which in fact can actually have up to 30 layers of cells. Stratum corneum has 10 to 30 thin layers of dead keratinocytes which actually shed continuously. As we age, the natural shedding process slows down, and this is why the younger people tend to have softer skin and older people tend to have a little bit of harder skin. Now that we have a little bit of a medical background about the superficial layer of our skin, let's talk about the product in focus today. L'Oreal's Crystal Micro Essence comes in a frosted glass bottle. I've completely used up my 65 ml bottle and I've just purchased a 130 ml size. They also have a smaller 22 ml sized bottle available, which is actually a plastic bottle for traveling or trying purposes. When you open the bottle, you have to dispense the product drop by drop, although I'd have preferred a spray mist kind of dispenser so that I don't have to use my hands every time. But then outer packaging is all the details mentioned about the product, including a complete list of ingredients. The product has a slightly fresh smell to it, almost smells like a men's cologne to me. It looks and feels just like water, which is also the major component of the product, right on top of the ingredients list. If you graze your hand around the edges of the bottle, the product sticking there actually has lost all the water due to evaporation and feels very slightly like serum. Going a little bit into the details of the ingredients, I divide the ingredients into three broad categories: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary category would include the active ingredients, which in this product are salicylic acid and madecassoside. Madecassoside is an active ingredient derived from a plant called Centella asiatica, also known as Brahmi in the Hindi Ayurvedic literature. Madecassoside is supposed to be helpful in skin healing, collagen formation, and reduce scarring. It actually has strong anti-inflammatory and anti-aging properties as well. Centella asiatica derivatives are widely used in the Korean and luxury skincare brands under the name of Sika, which I'm sure you might have come across. Second active ingredient in this product is salicylic acid, which of course helps in exfoliating the dead keratinocytes from the surface of the skin. Salicylic acid is also helpful for comedogenic skin, but make sure to use it with caution if you have eczema or very dry or sensitive skin. Coming to secondary ingredients mostly include absorption enhancers, mild humectants, buffering agents, and other mild anti-aging ingredients like adenosine, which is again a purine-based nucleoside. I'd especially like to mention two ingredients which are exclusively developed by L'Oreal, and you'll find them only in L'Oreal's formulations. These ingredients are caproyl salicylic acid, which works as a milder form of salicylic acid, and the other one is acetyl trifluoromethylphenylglycine, which is again a conditioning agent for skin. So tocopherol or vitamin E is placed at the last of the bottom of the ingredients list, which means that its concentration is very low. Tertiary ingredients, they include preservatives and fragrances. These are the ingredients which basically do nothing for the skin as such. Going to the application, I like to apply this product after my toner. Always make sure that you apply this product on very clean skin because it has some strong absorption enhancers. Use a cleanser, toner, and then I take a few drops of this product and pat it onto my skin. It absorbs within like 2 minutes, and then I layer up my serums and other things on the skin. Coming to the main part, coming to what difference has it actually made on my skin. Honestly, in the beginning, I wasn't noticing any changes whatsoever. It was basically doing nothing. However, after like 1 or 2 weeks, I started noticing mild, subtle changes. Like my face started looking a little bit brighter, and then I was getting slightly lesser number of breakouts on my skin. So these are basically the two main effects that I noticed on my skin, and that's about it. I did not notice any other difference that this product had on my skin. Thankfully, I did not notice any irritation or redness on my skin because this does contain alcohol as the number 3 ingredient on the ingredients list. Also, again, this has fragrance listed as an ingredient. Fragrance, which is a leading cause of contact dermatitis associated with cosmetic products. So if you have extremely dry, eczema prone or sensitive skin, I do not recommend this product to you. But if you really want to give it a try, do purchase the 22 ml smaller bottle and give it a try first. Personally, I have combination skin and this product works just fine for me. All in all, is this a good product? I feel yes, provided that you know how to use it right. Combination of salicylic acid and Centella asiatica is a really good combination, and if you want to try this combination, this is a very affordable way to try it out. Essences are really easy to include in your routine, and this gives quite decent results, I feel. L'Oreal has a humongous R&D department, and they're not going to create something to harm you intentionally. So whatever controversy was created around this product by a lot of people, I feel is pretty pointless. Half of them started by making fun of 10 layers of skin, when L'Oreal clearly mentions in their website as well as in the promotional videos that they're actually referring to the stratum corneum of our skin, which can actually have up to 30 layers. Others had a problem with the concentration of medicaicide, which is definitely lower than a lot of other ingredients in this product. But let me tell you, you can't put 100% of everything into a product, because these products are made for a wide variety of population, right? So you cannot put 100% of one active ingredient into a product and expect it to be sold out to so many people. To put active ingredients in a certain concentration, making sure that it can suit a wide population of people. They put 90 to 100% of one active ingredient into a product, it would rather be called a medicine rather than a cosmetic product, because trust me, medicaicide, which is an active ingredient in this product, is actually used medicinally for healing scars and stuff. I'm not supporting or bashing anyone, I'm just stating the facts, and I felt like this needed to be shared with everyone. So with that, we've finally reached the end of this video. If you have any questions, if you'd like to tell me anything, then please comment below and let me know. I'd like to get back to you as soon as possible. Take care. Bye.